GSL Code.
And here we go, the game started, and currently we are on Whirlwind, as Wolf just pointed out. And to the bottom left of the map, we have our Fnatic player. The Tyrant starting in the red. It is
Fnatic aLive.
So far his new hair color is not a lucky one for him.
Certainly not. Didn't get any points with me, that's for sure.
His opponent is starting to the top left. Had a game. We have the LGIM player. It is
LGIM First.
There he is. Very relaxed posture in the booth. Well, aLive may decide to bite the bullet here a little bit and go for Command Center first. I don't know if it's actually, I should say, bite the bullet on this, but he definitely is going to do it because he's rallied so many SCVs. So has First. They're both going to be going for their respective expansion structure before any sort of unit producing structure. We got a fast scout for First as well. This will slightly delay his Nexus, but it will give him a lot of information about what he's doing. And since he's going to get lucky and scout first, he is going to be able to damage this SCV and really force another SCV off the line.
There's also a lot of pressure for aLive now, and well, he's playing against a Protoss who so far did not really make a huge impression. He just got up from Code B, won one of the Code A qualifier tournaments, and aLive is a former and a seasoned Code S player, so there's a certain amount of expectation towards his play here, and he really needs to at least get one map. If he's out with a 2-0, I would be very, very disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Danger Day. We have 3 Danger Days and a total of 6 Danger Day matches to make up 24 players that will advance and 24 players who are out in the round of 48. Okay, so 24 players are out of the GSL, fall down to Code B, and for aLive to be one of those 24 players is actually just unprecedented and unpredicted, just downright crazy. It would be a huge upset, no matter who he loses to. If he loses to a former Code S player, it'd still be kind of disappointing, but this is First, like you said, a Code B player coming in for the second time.
It's not that I don't think that First has it in him to take this serious, no, but winning it with 2-0 would certainly be a huge upset for a lot of people, me included.
Myself included as well. I would definitely be a little bit surprised, actually a lot surprised, if First is able to 2-0 here. After seeing the first game, though, I wouldn't be as surprised. He really showed his skills, his stuff, his positioning, his decision-making on when to take bases when behind, and how to take risks exactly. I mean, smart risk-taking is actually, I think, the most useful skill in StarCraft. Everything else comes second to that, because mechanics can be learned and strategies can be learned, but the game sense, knowing when to take risks and what risks to take, Marine King, I think, may be the best player in this. When I see how he engages sometimes, or when he pulls SCVs in attacks, even in mid-game situations or situations where he's behind, or how he base trades in the late game in TvT, sometimes I'm like, whoa, this guy's decision-making is on another level, and I think that's one of the most important skills, and First really showed it last game.
Well, right now we have both of them once again on 2 bases. We have a pretty huge map with Whirlwind, and of course the decision-making that Wolf just pointed out is one of the most crucial factors that we have in StarCraft 2. So scouting, and the SCV just had a quick look at the expansion, just making sure that First really started with an expansion, and now he's pulling the pain train.
Yep, this is actually the only person I've ever seen do this is actually Flash himself, and I saw it in the Kespa Invitational show match, and this is actually...
He doesn't spot it. He doesn't spot it. The probe goes a different way. He has no idea what's going to hit him. There is only one gate. It's not even a gateway just yet.
This is actually, by the way, not even an all-in, but he's making a 3rd Command Center back at home, and this could potentially end the game, but he doesn't have to. He's got so many Marines here trying to trap the probes, but they are mineral locked, and a great force field actually will allow him to kill a ton of SCVs, and the Warp Gate research is almost done, but it's not done yet.
A lot of mining, not only missing for aLive, but also for First, and this expansion is endangered now. The Protoss player is supply blocked, and here they go, up the ramp.
He's only got 1 pylon.
He's trying to get another one. He's trying to get a Taster's pylon here as well, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Here come the probes, and they are attacked immediately. The pylon is once again There it is.
Yeah, but it's going to finish, and Warpgate research is done. He just needs a few more units out here. Only 2 gateways repowered, but so many SCVs going down. The problem is the Marines. 2 Stalkers about to emerge. 1, and a Zealot actually emerges from the other. Gateways are being made into warp gates. The worker count right now 15 to 11 in aLive's favor. And First, even though he will survive, looks like he may be out of luck.
This is exactly what we talked about earlier. This is exactly the kind of decision making that you sometimes have to pull off. The bunker at the low ground will help him so much. It's in range of not only the lower ground of the ramp, but also the expansion. And with all the mules that aLive can now fall back on, so he's in a great position, getting a 3rd orbital as we speak. First, of course, with a lot of gateways here. He's focusing on this gateway strategy. He even has a pylon out on the map right next to aLive's main base. So this could be very dangerous for the Terran play here. But the expansion is definitely gonna die.
Yeah, and this is the only card that First has up his sleeve. If he doesn't make something happen with this pylon, he will lose this game. He's already down in workers. He's going to lose his expansion, which also means he loses Chrono. And aLive has 3 orbital commands.
Oh, I think he spotted it. Yes, he spotted it. He saw the sentries. The problem now is that he just doesn't have the resources to get a lot of units into the picture. And he pulls his SCVs off. And with sentries only, this is not something that he can win. With sentries only against Marines and also SCVs, no. Simply no.
He's going to need to use some force fields eventually here.
It's too much. It's just too much.
Well, yeah, it's too much, certainly, but he could make this happen more with some force fields, but he's trying to save them.
Not against 7 additional SCVs, against 3 mules. This is over.
GG.
GG by First with 3 orbitals. And all the production buildings that he already had, he just had too much. The income of First was not good enough to make it work for him. He just didn't have the minerals to warp in additional units. And this is, once again, that aLive that we know. Stone cold. He sees an opportunity. He pulls the SCVs. He goes for it. Exactly the kind of decision-making that you talked about when we started the game.
Yeah.
That's what he has to pull off here, and he showed us and First that he is not someone to be underestimated.
I bet, in my opinion, I bet that aLive actually did not plan on doing this necessarily, but planned that if they're at these positions and he scouts Nexus first, he can do this. It's not actually an all-in, because unless you totally mess it up and do no damage, then you're going to have a position with the 3rd orbital, and you can pull your SCVs back home. At these positions, you're not cross-map, so you can send your SCVs home.
I actually think that aLive was a little bit angry after the last game. I think that he knew exactly that he should not have walked up this choke point, and he was like, well, that did not work as planned, but I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you right now.
It's a good build. It's really smart. It's great decision-making there by aLive. Really like to see that build. It's becoming more and more popular. Some people think it's not viable, but, well, we just saw it worked. And that was against someone who added a bunch of gateways afterwards as well. It was not like tech after Nexus first build that he did not hold with. It was just a gateway-heavy build. Still wasn't able to hold. Now our next and final map will be Antigua Shipyard. And we're going to go into it right away because the game is already up and loaded. I am inside it right now. It's going to be aLive versus First, the final game in this best of 3 series to decide who will advance in Code A and who falls down to Code B. Are you ready, Kaldor?
Oh, I definitely am. I'm really looking forward to the next game. Game number 2, gonna be pumped for that one. Here we go, round of 48, GSL Code A. aLive against First.